All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about, and this has been huge for us, is what we call the three-cut drill. All right, and the three-cut drill is pretty simple. There's three phases to the three-cut, and what we're really focusing on is we're focusing on the top end of the route of a defensive player, right? So offensive players, the ball's getting thrown to them, and now we're at that point of attack where we're getting ready to attack the football. All right, so this is the receiver. In this world right here, this is the receiver. And then obviously we're going to have a defensive player coming behind it. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to build confidence with them. So when you're early at the point of attack, right, you're at the top of the route, you're early, what we're going to do is instead of worrying about the receiver, we're going to go make a football play. We're going to go intercept the football. And it's kind of amazing. We use a little tennis ball instead of a football. You guys can use that. But you notice where we have our cones and stuff like that for our drills, it's not real complicated. And it's not a high intensity deal where we're trying to kill them, where we're trying to get reps at them. We're just trying to build confidence for those guys to understand when they have opportunities to make interceptions. And in the year before in 18, I got to do a better job with some of my teaching presentations here with my stuff. We had a lot of good examples of missed interceptions. And what we've done is I think we've made a lot of progress. I think from a turnover standpoint and from a sack standpoint, what we've done with these things is last year in 2019, I think I don't know the official numbers, but I think we're number 3 total in interception in turnovers in the country, and we're number 1 in total sacks in the country. So this is a couple different good looks at it where kids in front, right? We've all seen it where kids panic, they don't know what to do. So all we're trying to do is build confidence. Obviously, the other thing that we're trying to do with these guys is we're trying to make sure that they know how to catch. It's amazing that not everybody plays a lot of catch anymore, so you can't take that for granted, and we got to find ways for guys to catch the football. And this is a good example of what it shouldn't look like down here by our boundary corner, right down here. And he led the country in a lot of PBUs, but you can kind of see where right there, just go step in front of it, intercept the football. So he's kind of stuck in no man's land. He kind of panics. He kind of doubts himself. So all we're trying to do in the early stages, we're really trying to build confidence in the opportunity for you to make the interception, go make you a ball play and kind of change the game. And again, it is all about the football. All right. Turnovers. Everybody knows the stat, right? If you're +1 in the football game, the percentage of you winning that game go extremely high up. And if you're +2 or +3, it's through the roof percentage that you're going to win the football game. So another good example here, down here at the field corner with Charles, he's going to do kind of the same thing. He's going to basically step right in front of it. Again, I'd love to see him stay on his feet and maybe go score with this one. But the most important thing is the football. We got the football, and we're just trying to build some confidence. We're trying to build reps, and this is a rotation. So on basically a Sunday of in season, we practice on Sundays. We'll do the basically early where we're going to work the interception. On Tuesday, we're going to do what we call on time. All right. So when I'm on time, I'm getting there as the ball is getting there. All right. So I'm breaking on the receiver. I'm getting to the receiver. I want to make sure that I do 2 things, right? Number 1 is I want to secure the tackle. And this is an important drill, and this is probably my biggest pet peeve, is a lot of times you see guys always want to reach with the wrong arm. So we want to secure the tackle, right, with the near arm, and then I want to reach with my far arm, all right? And that's all we're going to do. We're going to attack the football, all right? So we're going to secure tackle. That's a pretty good look right there, right? We'll firm it up. We're going to go around that low hip, and then we can reach, and we can reach as far as we can. What we see a lot of times, and especially with young kids, and again, I could have made a highlight reel of these missed opportunities, is where for whatever reason, guys want to reach with that right arm, and all of a sudden they don't touch the football. They don't break the pass up. This guy catches it, and he runs forever. So, again, we're trying to secure tackle, right? So it's multitasking. We're trying to kind of secure the tackle, talk about that, but we're also going to attack the football. Again, we use tennis balls so guys can either try and catch it or they're going to knock it down. We would prefer with our defensive backs and all of our guys that we try to knock it up. Now, these videos so far have been with just the defensive backs, but we'll rotate the station through. So this station will go basically here, right, to the outside backer station. The inside backer station's over there, and I'll send my guys over that way. We just go clockwise, send them on through. So everybody that stands up that's going to touch a football potentially in a game is going to be put in these situations as far as the 3-cut drill goes, as far as being early, on time, and then the next phase, which would be late. And down here, if you see it right here with Luther, this is going to be a really good example right there. Luther does a good job. He's securing with his left arm, and he's reaching with his right arm. And you can really see, obviously it's a wide film, but you can kind of see where he can really, really extend almost twice past the offensive player's body. Again, here's another example. If you watch Devin down here in the bottom, Devin does a really good job right here. He kind of sits on this ball. Again, he secures it, and bam, he's almost in position to maybe be there early. So, again, we're just building confidence in a situation that's not easy to do, right? It's not easy to play defensive back. It's not easy to break on the football. And we're just trying to build confidence and get repetitions. All right, again, here to the field. So, again, we do it with everybody. This is our outside linebacker to the field. Same concept here, right? This is not a situation where he's securing a tackle because he's getting out in front, but he is using his long arm, which is his left arm, to knock that football down and make it a big incomplete pass for us. All right, and again, this is going to be our inside linebacker right here. So it's all different levels of our defense. Same concept. And this one, he probably could have been early and intercepted it. But again, we're going to basically secure it, bam, as you can kind of see, and we're going to knock that football down. And again, we're going to reward, just like, you've heard from a lot of guys, we're going to reward the behaviors that we want, right? What we're trying to coach and what we're trying to emphasize, we're going to reward it. So we're going to show it on tape. We're going to give guys attaboys. We're going to do all those things. Again, here, last one, I think down here into the boundary is an on-time look here with Devin. Again, same thing. And the big coaching point, as you can kind of see here with Devin, is Devin is reaching around that low hip, right? He's securing that low hip. So he's kind of controlling the receiver also, right? So it's not a high hand. It's on that low hip. You take that left arm like he has in this situation, you start putting up on that shoulder pad, then those officials who are insurance salesmen, they like to throw hankies all over the place. You keep that arm low around his hip, and they're very less inclined to throw that flag, mostly because they don't see it and it's not as obvious. But again, that's the on-time phase, all right? And the last one is when we call late, right? So as I break on the football, I break to my receiver, and I'm not there in time, right? So now I got to just play the football, okay? And this is where the ball awareness comes into play. And what we'll do here with this offensive player is we're going to change the ball location, as you'll see here in this cut up. But again, more times than not, we always want to try and be up and through with the football. When we're talking about receiving and playing the football, we want to be up and through. We don't ever really want to be down. We will at times. Sometimes it's unavoidable, but we don't want to be down, because if we're knocking the football down, we are potentially knocking it into the offensive player's belly. So we're trying to stay out of that as much as we can. Here's another look right here. Again, we're still going to secure the tackle, and we're going to pop. All right. Again, it's just a low area. It's a very confined area. A lot of teaching, right? A lot of focus, a lot of emphasis, and we'll change the ball location up, make those guys have ball awareness, right? And I think that's the biggest thing with this cut. The thing that this drill does more than anything is I think it helps reinforce ball awareness to kids, right? Where is the ball? Is the ball in front of me? Is it early? Is it in his hands? Can I play it? Where do I need to attack? And there's a really good look here by Christian, one of our safeties, as he kind of sits down on this route. He doesn't do a great job. He's got eyes in the backfield, right? It's all kind of crappy stuff, but he saves the day, because if you notice, he gets his eyes back, and he's going to do what to that football? He's going to attack the ball. He's going to punch the ball, because that's what he's trained to do. Play the ball, play the hands. All right, here's another look. It's going to be Christian again here, I think, on the backside post, if I'm not mistaken. All right, we get a defender, and again, instead of panicking, instead of freaking out. So again, it's a lot of drills that a lot of defensive back coaches do and say, hey, man, I've been doing that for years. But we involve our inside linebackers in these drills, and we involve our outside linebackers just to get them comfortable and used to it.